You wanna get out, Mr. Goat? Come on. Come on. Go. Good boy. Good goat. He's such a spook.
Well, yeah, at least now you're getting down to the red dirt.
Yeah. We'll give everything a chance to dry off. And then we need to put paneling over here.
Yeah, once we close it all in, and this will
This is
just...
better already.
Yeah, this is just for when they go to bed, and that's it. I'm going to start closing the door during the day once we get them their outside shelter.
Good job, baby. Get up. Go. There you go.
It looks great, though. Feeder's going to work excellent.
Yeah.
Because I bet you they'll even lay on the top bunk and bend, lay over and eat it from the top. Ah!
We've been thinking about repositioning the goats further away from the cabin and behind the existing barn. The reason being is that, well, there's a number of reasons for that. And the first one would be that as soon as they see us, they cry. They're all outside and they've been screaming this entire time because they see me. So as soon as they see one of us, they start screaming and crying. I'm sure they'll start in a minute as soon as they see me walk away. And you know, they have all of the greens right there. They can just eat. There's no reason for them to scream and cry, and it's very annoying. So we decided that we're going to more than likely build a new shelter for the goats behind this barn right here. And so that's what I'm getting ready to do right now, is I'm going to walk back here and take a look and see how we're going to do it. I got my rubber boots on because look at this, I'm walking through some really tall grass. My riding mower broke. I mean, it's all the way up to my knee. Look at this, guys. So what I want to do is build something back in here. I'm gonna have to open this part of the fence so that I can walk back there and show you. So I can't really open it right now because the goats, I don't want them to come into the orchard. So, and that's exactly what's going to happen if I open this side. So, but if they go, like they're coming back in, so I might just go and lock them up. And oh look, he's coming to say good morning. Hi buddy. How you doing, Mr. Goat? I know, you're a good boy. Oh, I know, I'm not petting you, you stink. You're a good boy. Alright. So, look, they're all coming because they think I got the food, you see? See how they're all running? They're all coming to me. So, anyways, guys, this is where I want to do a new... They're going to have a whole run that goes all the way out to the road over there and comes back around this way. And then we'll build them a little goat house right back here. It's nice and level. They'll have plenty of room, plenty of green all around them. All of this green right here. They can get all in through there and there. So, see? You hear him? They're just complaining for no reason whatsoever. No reason at all. So guys, today is kind of it was raining last night. We've been having a lot of rain. We've been blessed with rain. And fortunately we're not in a flood zone, so we don't have to worry about that. Even though we have a couple of creeks on property, but they're very, very tiny creeks. They're not very deep at all. So, but I have to cut the grass. I have to cut the grass, and I got a few things I want to show you that we just bought. See how they follow me around? You see them over here now? They walked all the way around. They follow me. So we want to put them behind the barn so they don't see us every time we come out of the house. Because as soon as we come out of the house, they just cry and cry and cry and cry and cry. Doesn't matter how much feed I give them, how much hay I put out. If they can go out and eat the green grass, they still cry. So you see what I mean? You see? You see what I'm saying? Let me show you something, guys. Let me show you. Okay. So, this grill here, I wasn't planning on buying, but as soon as I saw it, you hear the goats? Okay. It reminds me of like when we had 5 roosters. The same thing was happening. So we have to move them further away from the cabin. But anyway, this here, it's a expert grill. I'm not really sure. It's got what brand it is, but it's you know, it has a nice thermostat. It has a nice thermostat on top on there, and I bought it because it was on clearance. Okay, for $89. And the beauty of this is that I can burn any type of fuel, like I can buy the charcoals. I can put charcoals in here and light it up, or I can put firewood inside here and it will actually burn logs. So I don't have to rely on propane to light my grill. As long as I have sticks of wood laying around, I can throw it in there and light it up, and I can cook on it. So $89, I couldn't pass it up. It has a shelf here that you can put up easily, and then it's got the hooks for your tools. It's got another shelf like on the bottom. This is for like your clean out, your grease trap, whatever you want to call it. But this is awesome. You can raise this up and down for your coals. You just turn the handle and it raises it up and down. See that? So, and then this is for your can opener, beer opener rather, bottle opener. And then it's got a nice stainless steel handle to move it around because it's on wheels, so you can actually move it. And then it has all the various vents and everything on the sides, top and bottom. So it's really nice. I'm really glad I was able to get this, because for $89, guys, that's a nice grill. And again, you don't need propane, you don't need any kind of fuel. Okay, you can just put logs in there, and that's going to be this is going to be something that we will be using for our upcoming project of a summer kitchen. In any case, they're finally eating. Finally. This is Mr. Shuffles. He still never grew back. They're all good now. Finally. Finally found the green. And they cry for no reason at all. They have everything they need. been a long time coming, but we're finally going to get to paint this foundation. This entire foundation is really, as you can see, is in really bad shape. And it's actually worse when you're standing here looking at it in person. So we're going to paint it, and I'm hoping it'll look better. I'm sure it will. I came in here and I cut down all of these sticks, all of this brush here, because the goats couldn't get to them. They were too tall. So I gathered some over there. And I just left a few that we want to keep, like this holly berry or whatever it's called, I forget. But so we're going to keep all of this for the goats, and the plan, so it's pretty level in through here, and it actually goes all the way back in there. I don't know if you can see, but there's quite a bit. Once I cut all the weeds, you'll be able to see. But so what we're planning on doing is connect this run, the existing run here, to this side over here, so that the animals will have a much larger area to be able to roam, and even perhaps go inside into the woods, because I'm planning to run the fence from the other end of the property, which is another 100 feet plus that way, and then come in and go all around those trees and then reconnect over on this side. It's going to take me a while. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of fencing, but we're going to try and fence in as much of the property from the front and also the side, and as much as we can, and for mainly to contain our animals so they don't just, wander off into the woods or get lost and come out onto the roadway. So everything has to be closed in, but that's what we're planning on doing. All of that's been already fenced in, and it goes pretty far back to the left, and then they'll still have all of this. So can you imagine doing all of this with a weed eater? And then there's all of that backside that I can't even do, because my weed eater just doesn't have, I need to cut this, it doesn't have the power. So we have a few problems. The first problem is it's difficult for me to maintain this property with a little tiny weed eater. So if you see like the property looking a little raggedy right now with all these weeds, I apologize, but I don't have, my riding mower broke about a month ago. The engine blew up, and it was an old, lawnmower, riding mower that I had just bought last year, and I didn't get to use it that much, and I went and sharpened the blades, and I put a new battery in and put a little bit of money into it, and then the engine blew up. So I can't right now, for a number of reasons. We're not on the we're not in the market for a new riding mower. So also because we're having a situation with our dog. He has a growth on his backside, and we already went to the vet the other day, and the vet said that basically it needs to come off, and we believe it's benign, but you know, we just want to get it out because it just keeps growing, and it's been a few months now, and it just has to go. So, and so we have to incur that expense, and of course, whenever you have those kind of unexpected bills, it takes away from our bills, from our projects, from being able to, do other things. So, but our dog is very important to us because he's our baby. So we're going to get it done, but it's not going to be cheap because it's surgery. So, and he has another growth on his face. So we're going to get that taken out at the same time. But it is surgery. So they have to put him under. So some of you who have pets have a pretty good idea of what that costs, right? But I'm glad the weather cleared up. Maybe I'll see if I can finish the other side of the wall because I painted the foundation. But my back is kind of bothering me, so I'll do what I can. I'll do the best I can, and I apologize in advance for some of you guys that I know. And I had even said, we want to put out as many videos as we can, and it's hard. For one, because my issues with my back, and some days I just can't do certain things, and so that it's been a little bit of a problem in the last month or so. The other thing is that we don't have a ton of projects right now. We have projects, but it's, I'm doing a little of this and a little of that. I have to work on the shelter for the animals and the fencing, and I'm also working on the cabin kind of all at the same time. In different days I'll do different things. I'm not stuck on doing one thing, entirely, necessarily. We're trying to get the sunroom project done, and we will. We have to go and get some drywall. Again, we don't have a pickup truck. We have to put everything into the van, and when I put the drywall in the van, it barely fits, so I can close the back door, and I have to close the back door because it's a van, and I can't leave it open. So I have to push my driver's seat and the passenger seat all the way forward, which means I am driving with the steering wheel literally in my face, and my legs are up to here, and it's not even safe, okay? But we've done it with plywood, we've done it with lumber, and it's an 8-foot sheet of drywall, and it will fit, but that's how it's going to fit with me driving with the steering wheel in my face. So, but we're going to do it, and that's probably coming sometime this weekend. We're going to be working on that, so look out for that video, because we'll be putting up drywall on the inside of the sunroom, or the four-season room, whatever you want to call it, mud room. And then we're going to finish the trim on the outside, because there's just a couple of pieces of trim that I haven't done yet. But we already done all the caulking, and we need to stain a second time. And so we have to get another gallon of paint, and we'll do that, or stain rather. It's a solid stain that we're using. And then we'll see about doing the trim on the interior of the four-season room. And and we're going to do all of that, but that's a little later on, to buy all the wood for that of the trim, because we're going to need quite a bit, because we have a lot of windows and doors. It's all windows and doors in that whole room. It's not a big room, but there's 2 doors and like 5 windows, 6 windows, I don't even know. There's a lot of windows. So I have to put trim on all sides of the windows and doors, and it's going to take quite a bit of wood. But we will get it down the road. But you know, I'm one guy working, you know. I have to focus on all of these projects and at once, because it all needs to be done. The animals need to be taken care of, the cabin needs to be worked on. So, you know, we do what we have to. Excuse the mess, guys. I just wanted to show you that I have painted the foundation with the standard gray for concrete and wood, and it's a pre-mixed color, and it goes well with the cabin. I haven't done the steps yet because it started raining and they were wet. Now they're dry, so I might go back and do the steps. Also, I have to do some concrete repairs where those holes are, so I have to repair that as well. But this is the other side, the back side. And then this is the side that I haven't done yet, and it's not much because half of it is in the ground almost. So, but I have to paint that. You can see how bad it looked.
How you doing, Mr. Shuffles? Oh, wow, she's heavy. Baby, look at this that I just harvested.
Oh wow,
Feel how heavy it is.
that's huge.
How many pounds do you think that is? At least 3.
Yeah, I would say at least 3 pounds. Yeah, very heavy. That's nice. That's gonna make a good meal.